It's Tuesday the 16th of July 2019 and I'm at Sandling in Kent to do a walk along the Saxon Shore Way, long distance footpath. I now need to walk just over a quarter of a mile along the road to join the route of Saxon Shore Way. Now joining the route of the Saxon Shore Way through this gate and up there. So we're on another walk along the Saxon Shore Way long distance footpath. This is quite a long walk. I hope I can complete it. It's very pleasant weather, and as always, thank you very much indeed for watching. We're now in Chesterfield Wood. Very pleasant indeed. Saxon Shore Way crosses this small bridge in Chesterfield Wood. Very peaceful indeed here. From the wood, Saxon Shore Way emerges into this field. Now passing the chapel at Pedlinge. Here's another view of the chapel from the other side. After crossing a main road, Saxon Shore Way passes this pond which seems to be full of algae. Now following this lovely clear path across fields. We have to get through this crop now. And that area of woodland on the right is Folks Wood. Walking through that crop was highly unpleasant, and I've now got to follow this road for well over half a mile, which is also going to be unpleasant, as there's quite a lot of traffic. Now passing what is known as the Shepway Cross. Now entering what I think is pronounced Lime. The P is silent. Just after the sign in the last clip, we turn left off the main road along this bridleway. And there's the entrance to Lyme Castle. Saxon Shore Way turns left along this path through these woods. Fantastic view over to the coast opens up, over to the left. Tremendous view along the coast. We come to a road, but Saxon Shore Way turns left along this path without even crossing the road. The path descends quite steeply in places. The path opens out, but it's still descending. The descent is remorseless. We now turn right along here. We're following the Royal Military Canal. Continuing to follow the Royal Military Canal on Saxon Shore Way. I've come off the path onto a bridge to get a view of the actual Royal Military Canal. Still following the path beside the canal. By the way, Saxon Shore Way does not cross that bridge in the last clip. I just went there for a view of the actual canal. Still following the canal, but great views opened up over to the right. and it's now a wide grassy path beside the Royal Military Canal. Saxon Shore has now turned right away from the canal, and there's a steep climb coming up after crossing that bridge. At the top of the hill in the last clip, great views open up ahead. Now passing a pillbox and what I think is the remains of an old chapel. And looking back, the views are astounding. And remember all the descending earlier on? Well, I've had to turn away from the canal and reascend the whole lot. Now on this fantastic ridge, grassy path with astonishing views. By the way, passing that pillbox in the last clip was wrong. You need to bear off to the left before that. The incredible ridge continues. Look at those views. Astonishing views ahead now. Now on the road near Aldington, and there's a view of the church. We turn left off the road along this footpath with a great view ahead. Since leaving the road at Aldington, there's been absolutely no visible paths on the ground. The route description says go uphill. That's what I'm doing here. I finally found the way. We now go up Mule Road. Turning left off of Mule Road. As you can see on Saxon Shore Way, I hope this footpath's a bit clearer. Now proceeding across another succession of fields with no defined path. You definitely need a explorer map at the minimum to do this walk. Relying on the waymarks is hopeless. Still on Saxon Shore Way, waymarks are reasonable in this area. About to go through that gate ahead. Last couple of clips I've been off route. When I said there are a lot of waymarks, they were just public footpath signs. It was only a couple of 100 yards off route though. Now I need to go up here. Now making for Park Wood across this field on Saxon Shore Way for sure. Route finding is certainly not easy on this walk. Confirmation, and we're now entering Park Wood. Hopefully the path will be defined. This is epic woodland. The path so far is clear. We now turn left along this road for about a quarter of a mile. We now turn right off what was a very quiet road onto this path through Priory Wood. Still in Priory Wood, there was a junction of paths a way back with absolutely no waymarks. I hope I'm going the right way. All waymarks seem to have disappeared again. Now heading towards the road on this tree-lined path. We cross straight across the road to the footpath ahead, according to the guidebook Hamstreet, and the end of the walk is 2.5 miles away. Now heading along the edge of this field. The path enters this woodland. Still on Saxon Shore Way. After crossing another field with no defined path, Saxon Shore Way enters this wood. Coming towards the edge of the wood now. Next, Saxon Shore Way heads along this very wide track. At least this is clear. Now in Horton Green, we leave the road by this footpath on Saxon Shore Way. Now walking through a crop of wheat. It's very hard going. We come to this fork and take the right hand path into Hamstreet Woods. There's about a mile to go now. Now entering Hamstreet Woods. Heading through beautiful Hamstreet Woods. Beautiful sun-dappled woodland. And a lovely clear path to follow. Now on this incredibly wide path through the woods. At this car park I'm leaving the route of Saxon Shore Way. I'm going to take a path to Hamstreet Station. Now at Hamstreet Station and the end of today's walk along the Saxon Shore Way. I'm sorry if my frustration came out a bit in this video, but the combination of the undefined paths, the poor route description in the outdated guide, and the 12 odd mile distance started to take their toll. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the scenery of the walk, and I've managed to do, I haven't done a 12 miler for a long time, and I don't feel too bad. So thanks for watching.